Hey, what's up everybody? This is Beast
and Mrs. Beast,
and welcome to Rain of Fire's Arc Tutorials.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mrs. Beast from Rain of Fire Arc Tutorials. We are in Primitive Server 92 today. We're going to go over Lazarus Chowder and Medical Brew. This is going to be the first part series to covering actually all of the recipes in Arc. So for the Lazarus Chowder, you need 1 cooking pot, 9 cooked meat, 2 narcotics, 5 savor root, 5 long grass, 10 macho berries, and 1 water skin. The benefit to the Lazarus Chowder is you can actually stay underwater a lot longer. The effects, as you can see here on the screen, is a negative 85% oxygen consumption underwater, plus 1.2% stamina per second, which allows you to swim constantly. The effect duration per Dododex is 10 minutes long. So this will definitely help you while you're underwater. Since in Primitive we do not have the scuba gear, this is definitely an option so that you can get your water animals or reach the water caves. Alright, on to the next step where we get our vegetables. I'm here in our greenhouse. For this recipe you need the savor root and the long grass, but as you can see I do grab all the different vegetables that I grow, and it is the vegetable, not the seed. I grab the different vegetables because whenever I make a recipe, I usually make several different recipes at a time. And what I do is I store the vegetables in a preserving bin until I'm going to use them because they will last longer. Now we're on to the meat run where you do need to get meat. The recipe calls for cooked meat, but of course you have to start out with the raw meat to actually get to that point. So you can either go out with your sword and kill a few things, or you can take out one of your dinos if you already have one, and get some raw meat that we're going to go back to base and cook up. Alright, I am back at base and I put my raw meat into the campfire. I do heat the campfire with the angler gel. Once you can get angler gel, I highly recommend it, but in the meantime you can use wood or thatch to turn the campfire on. It takes a while actually for the meat to cook, so in the meantime I'm going to get another item on the list to make the Lazarus Chowder, which is Narcotic. I will grab just a stack of the Narcotic because I will be using it for other recipes as we go. Alrighty, we got some cooked meat. I did allow 11 pieces to cook even though the recipe only requires 9 per Lazarus Chowder that you're making. The reason I do this is because it does take time between getting all of your items together and getting them in the cooking pot, and they actually spoil in the cooking pot if it takes too long. So it's highly recommended that you always have a couple pieces extra. So if the recipe requires 9, have 11. If the recipe, for instance, like the savor root and the long grass require 5, I highly recommend like 6 or 7. It can't hurt to have a little extra. The same thing goes for the macho berries. This way you never have an issue when your recipe starts cooking and then things start spoiling. Alrighty, we are getting closer to our goal. Right now we're going to fill up our water skin. This recipe actually requires 1 water skin full, so we're going to go over here to the water tank. You put the water skin in the water tank. They hold up to 4, and once it fills up you can go down here to the bottom and click Take All. Alright, we made it to the end. We're at the cooking pot. So you're going to place all of your items into the cooking pot, of course with a little bit extra just in case they spoil. If you watch, you will see some of the items spoil as it's actually waiting to cook. So in the cooking pot, again, the recipe calls for 9 cooked meat, 2 narcotic, 5 savor root, 5 long grass, 10 macho berries, and 1 water skin. And I'm actually going to let this run for you so you can see exactly how long it takes to make just one of the chowders. When I first started making chowder, I felt like it took forever, and I even thought maybe I'm doing something wrong, even though I was following the recipe perfectly. but it just does take some time. So as I sit here, just, watch it, you'll kind of get an idea as to just how long each individual chowder does take. So if you are making multiple chowders, you will be there for a while. And there you have it. We have success. We have one of the chowders made. You can turn off the fire and put the chowder into your inventory. So now you know exactly how to make the Lazarus Chowder. It will definitely help you anytime you need to go down into the ocean for your sea animals or your cave runs. I hope this helped. Alright, we're to the second half of this tutorial and we're going to go over the medical brew. It's actually a very simple recipe to make. I have my Bronto here out getting the tintleberries that I need since I do not grow tintleberries in my greenhouse. The recipe calls for 1 cooking pot, 20 tintleberry, 2 narcotic, and 1 water skin. And the effects is plus 40 on your health. This can be very helpful, for instance, when you do your cave runs, because anything to help boost your health in a cave is always beneficial. Alright, now that I have my berries, I'm just going to fill up the water skin as I did before, put it in and take it out. And here we go, back to the cooking pot. So I'm going to put the items in that I need to. Again, it's going to be 2 narcotic, 20 tintleberry, and 1 water skin. So we're going to put those items into the cooking pot. I always recommend, again, putting a little bit extra on any berries or vegetables or even the meat. So as you can see here, I'm going to put a little bit extra in on the tintleberries, and I'm going to light the fire. And I'm going to let it run for you so you can see exactly how long it takes and what it looks like when it shows up into the cooking pot when it's done. So here we go. Let's watch and wait. And there you have it. There is the medical brew. It was a fairly simple recipe, but the medical brew is incredibly helpful if you ever are doing something that you need to increase your health. So again, thank you for stopping by. This is the first video of a series of videos that I'm going to do on the different recipes that ARK offers. I'm also going to do videos on custom recipes that our tribe has created. Some great stuff, just to give you a heads up, like orange juice and meat patties. They're very helpful. So I appreciate you stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks so much.